Hey everyone, have you been searching for binoculars that actually deliver crisp, bright images without weighing a ton? If you're tired of cheap optics that can't handle a little rain or rough handling, stick around because I think I found something that might change your outdoor game. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I recently got my hands on the Vortex Razor UHD 12x50 Binoculars paired with the GlassPak Pro harness, and honestly, these things are impressing me more than I expected. First off, the 12x magnification is perfect for spotting wildlife from a distance without losing too much stability. I took them out to a local nature reserve last weekend, and I was able to clearly see a deer about 300 yards away. No joke, the detail was sharp enough to count the points on its antlers. That's not something you get with most mid-range binoculars. The Abbe-Koenig prism design really does make a difference here. I've used cheaper binoculars where the edges of the image looked fuzzy or had a weird color tint, but with these, the color correction is spot on. The index-matched lenses work together to keep everything looking natural, even in low light. I was out at dusk trying to spot birds returning to their nests, and the clarity was still there without any weird distortions. That's huge if you're into birdwatching or even just watching sunsets over the water. Another thing I love is how lightweight these feel despite the magnesium chassis. I've carried around binoculars that felt like they were made of bricks, but the Razor UHD is surprisingly comfortable for extended use. The right eye diopter is a nice touch too. It lets you fine-tune the focus for each eye individually, so you don't have to strain to get a clear image. I've had issues with that in the past, but this one just clicks into place. Now, let's talk about durability. Vortex claims these are argon purged and O-ring sealed, which means they're waterproof and fog-proof. I accidentally dropped them in a puddle while hiking, and they were fine, no water inside, no fogging up later. That kind of peace of mind is priceless, especially if you're out in unpredictable weather. Plus, the lifetime VIP warranty is a game changer. If something goes wrong, you're covered without any hassle. I've had to use warranties before, and the process with Vortex was straightforward and painless. The GlassPak Pro harness that comes with this set is another win. It's designed to distribute the weight evenly across your shoulders and chest, so you're not constantly adjusting the binoculars or dealing with strain. I wore them for a few hours straight, and my neck didn't feel the usual ache afterward. The harness also has a quick release feature, which is handy if you need to stow the binoculars quickly or switch to a camera. I do have a couple of minor quibbles, though. The 12x magnification can be a bit shaky if you're not using a tripod or resting your arms on something stable. Handheld, it's manageable, but for serious long-distance viewing, you might want to invest in a tripod mount. Also, the price tag is definitely on the higher side, but when you consider the build quality and the warranty, it's hard to argue with the value. If you're serious about optics, this is an investment worth making. All in all, the Vortex Razor UHD 12x50 Binoculars and GlassPak Pro harness are a solid choice for anyone who wants reliable, high-performance optics without the bulk. Whether you're into birdwatching, hunting, or just enjoying nature, these binoculars deliver where it counts. The link is below if you want to check them out for yourself. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Vortex Razor UHD 12x50 Binoculars and GlassPak Pro harness sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like the 12x50 Razor UHD Binos use an Abbe-Koenig prism design and an index-matched lens's correct color across the entire visual actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like Vortex Razor UHD 12x50 Binoculars and GlassPak Pro harness usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.